Hey everybody, Grayson the Goosebumps Kid here. This is gonna be sort of a weird video. I don't have any books with me. I'm doing this collab with Maiku, my good buddy Maiku. It's been about 2 weeks since, I believe it's been about 2 weeks. Sorry. It's been about 2 weeks since he posted his video. I planned on, doing this collab with him, so I want to start doing it. Basically, it's like a 31 on 31 thing. Basically, we're taking this from, well, not taking it from, we're using this style from this guy named Cody Leach, I believe. I believe that's his name. He does a lot of horror movie reviews and stuff like that, and he does these 31 on 31 rankings. It's basically what we're doing, but I was a little late to it, so I'm just going to do 31 moments from the Goosebumps books. So, yeah, I'd have to say my 31st moment was definitely when the ending of Why I'm Afraid of Bees. It's not really a happy or bad ending. It's kind of like a life lesson, like a moral at the end. You don't see that in a lot of Goosebumps books. Number 30 is going to have to be when at the end of Werewolf Skin, when the main character gets basically killed by his friend that he knew throughout the whole book. He gets killed at the end because turns out she was a werewolf. Number 29 is going to be Monster Blood. Like when Evan discovers Monster Blood for the first time in the very first Monster Blood book. I remember when that happened, it was such a good, beginning to the story, and it started a huge series onward. Definitely enjoyed that. Number 28 is honestly going to have to be the ending of Calling All Creeps, because I thought that was actually pretty funny and awesome ending. Number 27, let's see. The Welcome to Dead House. Turns out even the guy who sold the family the house at the end. Sorry guys. The guy who sold him to the house at the end, turns out he was also dead as well, along with everybody else. Number 26 is going to go to my second favorite my OG Goosebumps book. Yeah, I'm doing the OGs for this 31 ranking. It's gonna go to book, my second favorite, OG Goosebumps book, and it's gonna go to, the Haunted Mask. When Carly Beth is able to get the mask off by the power of love, and I thought it was kind of funny that it's actually the head her mom made for 1 year. Number 25 is going to go to Monster Blood 3 when Evan turns into a giant. When it spilled all over him and he ate some and he turned into a giant. I thought that was really cool. R.L. Stine's interpretation of that, I thought it was really cool. Number 24 is going to go to Deep Trouble when my bad, when Billy gets stabbed by these poisonous things. R.L. Stine used some good imagery for that, and I thought it was really good, very good imagery. Number 23, I believe, is going to go to Deep Trouble 2 when all the fish turn into giants. I thought that was a really cool concept. R.L. Stine did a pretty good job with that. Number 22 is going to go to the Werewolf of Fever Swamp, and that is when Grady realizes that one of his friends turns out to be the Werewolf of Fever Swamp all along, and he gets bit by it. Number 21 is going to go to book number 10, The Ghost Next Door, when Hannah realizes she was the ghost all along. I thought that was really, really good. Definitely check that book out. Number 20, the entry is going to go to book number 9, Welcome to Camp Nightmare, when you find out everybody... Again, I don't know what's going on. Sorry, guys. It's going to go to when everybody at the whole book turns out to be aliens from another planet, and they're actually going to visit the planet Earth. The Twilight Zone ending was actually kind of cool. I really enjoyed that. Number 9, the 19th spot is going to go to book number 2, Stay Out of the Basement, when you find out the dad the whole time in the book was a human plant. And honestly, I could kind of see that coming, even from the episode. I bet if I didn't watch the episode, I could still kind of see that ending coming, just because the weird things that happen throughout the book. Number 18 is going to go to Say Cheese and Die, when Greg makes one of his friends disappear by accident. Takes a picture of her, she's invisible. Then the same night or the next day, she goes missing. Luckily, he gets her back, though. The 17th spot is going to go to number 48, Attack of the Jack-O-Lanterns, when it turns out their two friends were aliens from another planet and they eat kids. Thought that was pretty cool. Number 16 is going to go to book number 40, Night of the Living Dummy 3, my personal favorite dummy book out of the 3 in the series. That's when, Slappy... my favorite part in that book was when Slappy brought all the other dummies to life. I thought that was really cool. Or, not Slappy per se, but the main characters accidentally brought the others to life and they ripped Slappy apart. That was kind of sick. The 15th spot is going to go to book number 5, The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, when it turns out Ahmed is evil and he wants to use the mummies for his evil doing. Thought that was really cool. Number 14 is going to go to book number 8, The Girl Who Cried Monster, when the funny part in the book is when she knocks over that library stand and the librarian has to pick all the cards back up, and she mentioned something about librarians doing that. I thought that was really funny. 13 is going to go to book number 13, Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. 13 and 13 spot. When turns out Mr. Toggle is evil and he cuts off people's hands to play the piano. I thought that was really cool. The 12th spot is going to go to book number 45, Ghost Camp. It's when there's a scene where a pole goes through a kid's foot and he acts like nothing happened. I thought that was kind of weird, and you could obviously tell something was wrong with the camp. The 11th spot is going to go to book number 39, How I Got My Shrunken Head. And that's when you find out everybody in that book besides the main character's parents and his aunt, is actually trying to kill him and his aunt so they can use the jungle powers for their own evil bidding. 10th spot is going to go to book number 44, Say Cheese and Die Again, when sorry guys, when the main character of that book from the last book takes a picture of a kid and he's walking by and a nail goes through his foot. That was horrifying. That scared the crap out of me. I wonder why they didn't put that in the TV episode adaptation. Probably because it's kind of gory, but whatever. The 8th spot is going to go to one of my third favorite book in the OG series. Book number 18, Monster Blood 2, when Cuddles the hamster turns into a giant hamster when he eats the monster blood. I thought that was kind of very cool and hilarious. The 7th spot is going to go to book number 41, Bad Hair Day, when it turns out the magician has been transformed into a bunny rabbit by this evil person. It was really, really funny. The 6th spot is going to go to One Day at Horrorland when turns out the family went to this. My personal favorite part in that book was when they pinch the monsters and it kills them. I thought that was kind of funny. So that's my number 6 spot. Now we're getting into the top 5. Top 5 spot, the 5th spot is going to go to book number 20, The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. And that's when you find out the farmhand has taken control over the land and he brought the scarecrows to life to scare everybody there. That was kind of creepy. The 4th spot is going to go to book number 33, The Horror at Camp Jelly Jam. And that's when it turns out everybody who earns these Jelly Jam coins has to go and clean this jelly monster at the end of the book. That was kind of funny. Now we're getting into the top 3. The 3rd spot is going to go to book number 36, The Haunted Mask 2. When at the end of the book, Steve is able to get the mask off, but then the mask pops off and it jumps onto this weird body-looking thing and it runs out of the building. That was so creepy and so disturbing. I hope that never happens to anybody in real life. 2nd spot. I had trouble picking between these two. But the 2nd spot is going to go to Monster Blood 4 when you realize that R.L. Stine is using a Gremlins adaptation and the Monster Blood splits into more things every time it drinks water. I thought that was a really cool adaptation of what R.L. Stine did. Now, Monster Blood 4 is not my favorite Monster Blood, but it's definitely not the worst book in the OG series. And finally, the very first spot in the 31 ranking is going to have to go to Night of the Living Dummy when Slappy is brought to life for the very first time. At the end of the book, you thought Slappy was doing everything, but it was actually Mr. Wood. They kill Mr. Wood, but at the end of the book, Slappy comes to life and he says, "Phew, I thought that guy would never leave." That's just a horror icon coming to life. And that's it. That's it for my 31 ranking. I hope you guys enjoyed. Shout out to Maiku for this idea. And I'm glad I finally was able to get it out of the way. And I'm so glad to be doing this. Thank you guys for watching, and God bless you all, and have an amazing weekend. Bye, everyone.